Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something very important. We will talk about introducing yourself in English. Many people want to speak English confidently, but they often feel nervous when they need to introduce themselves. They worry about making mistakes. They worry about forgetting words. Sometimes they even stay silent because they are afraid. But the truth is very simple. Introducing yourself is one of the easiest and most useful English skills you can learn. Chapter 1. Why introducing yourself in English is important. Think about it for a moment. When you meet a new person, what is the first thing you usually do? You introduce yourself. Whether you are at school, college, work, a meeting, an interview, or even online, introducing yourself is often the first conversation you have. That is why learning how to introduce yourself in English is so important. I remember a student who wanted to improve his English. He studied grammar every day. He learned many new words. He watched English videos and listened to English podcasts. But when someone asked him to introduce himself in English, he became nervous. He forgot simple words. He did not know what to say. This happens to many English learners. They know English, but they do not practice introducing themselves. As a result, they lose confidence when the moment comes. The good news is that introducing yourself is a skill that anyone can learn. You do not need difficult vocabulary. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need simple sentences and regular practice. When you learn how to introduce yourself, you build confidence. That confidence helps you speak English in many other situations as well. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone for the first time and wanted to speak English but did not know how to start? Many people have experienced this. They know a few English words, but they cannot put them together into a simple introduction. Because of this, they miss opportunities to make friends, meet new people, and practice English. Introducing yourself helps you create connections with others. Imagine you meet someone from another country. The first thing you might say is, "Hello, my name is Ahmed." Then you might tell them where you are from, what you do, and what your interests are. These simple sentences can start a conversation. A small introduction can lead to a great friendship. Another reason introducing yourself is important is that it helps you in professional situations. During a job interview, one of the first questions is often, "Tell me about yourself." Many people become nervous when they hear this question. However, if you practice introducing yourself regularly, you will feel more comfortable. You will know exactly what to say. This can make a very good first impression. I remember attending a seminar where everyone had to introduce themselves. Some people spoke confidently, others looked nervous. The people who had practiced introducing themselves spoke clearly and naturally. They smiled and shared information about themselves with ease. Their confidence made a positive impression on everyone in the room. Introducing yourself also helps you improve several English skills at the same time. When you practice introductions, you improve your speaking, you improve your pronunciation, you learn new vocabulary, you become more comfortable forming sentences. Even a short introduction can help you become a better English speaker. Many learners think they need to learn thousands of words before they can speak English. This is not true. You can introduce yourself using very simple language. For example, you can say, "Hello, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I like reading books and learning English." These are simple sentences, but they communicate important information. The secret is not using difficult words. The secret is speaking clearly and confidently. People understand simple English. In fact, simple English is often better than complicated English. When you speak simply, you make fewer mistakes and communicate more effectively. Another benefit of introducing yourself is that it helps reduce fear. Fear is one of the biggest challenges for English learners. Many people are afraid of making mistakes. They worry that others will laugh at them. But when you practice introductions again and again, your fear becomes smaller. You start feeling comfortable speaking English in front of others. When I was learning a new language, I practiced introducing myself every day. I stood in front of a mirror and spoke aloud. At first, I felt uncomfortable. Sometimes I forgot words. Sometimes I made mistakes. But after many days of practice, it became easy. I could introduce myself naturally without thinking too much.
This practice gave me confidence in other conversations as well. You can do the same thing. Stand in front of a mirror, smile and introduce yourself. Say your name. Talk about your city. Talk about your job, studies, hobbies, or family. Repeat this every day. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Remember, nobody becomes fluent overnight. Every English speaker started somewhere. Even people who speak English very well today were beginners once. They learned step by step. They practiced simple conversations before they could have advanced discussions. Introducing yourself is one of the first steps on your English-speaking journey. It may seem small, but it has a powerful impact. It helps you build confidence, start conversations, make friends, perform better in interviews, and improve your overall English skills. So do not underestimate the power of a simple introduction. A few simple sentences can open many doors. They can create opportunities and help you connect with people from around the world. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. One day, introducing yourself in English will feel completely natural. In the next chapter, we will learn the basic structure of a perfect self-introduction in English and discover exactly what information you should include when introducing yourself. Chapter 2. The basic structure of a perfect self-introduction. Many English learners think introducing themselves is difficult. They do not know where to start. They wonder what information they should include. Sometimes they try to say too much and become confused. But the truth is very simple. A good self-introduction follows a basic structure. Once you learn that structure, introducing yourself becomes much easier. Think of a self-introduction like building a small house. Every house needs a strong foundation. In the same way, every introduction needs a few important pieces of information. When you put these pieces together, you create a clear and confident introduction. The first thing you should say is a greeting. A greeting is how you begin your introduction. You can say, "Hello," "Hi," or "Good morning." A greeting shows politeness and friendliness. It helps create a positive first impression. For example, you can start by saying, "Hello, everyone," or "Hi, nice to meet you." These simple greetings are easy to remember and work in many situations. After your greeting, the next step is to tell people your name. This is one of the most important parts of an introduction. You can say, "My name is Ahmed," or "I am Sarah." Both are correct and commonly used. I remember meeting a student who always forgot to mention his name when introducing himself. He talked about his hobbies and interests, but forgot the most important detail. That experience taught him how important it is to follow a clear structure. So always start with your name after the greeting. The third step is to say where you are from. People often want to know your country, city, or hometown. This helps others learn more about you. For example, you can say, I am from Pakistan, or I come from Lahore. These simple sentences help people understand your background. Once you have shared your name and location, you can talk about your occupation. Occupation means what you do. You may be a student, a teacher, an engineer, a business owner, or something else. For example, you can say, I am a student, or I work as a teacher. If you are not working yet, you can simply talk about your studies. I once met a young learner who introduced himself by saying, Hello, my name is Bilal. I am from Pakistan. I am a college student. It was a short introduction, but it was clear and effective. Everyone understood who he was. The next part of your introduction is talking about your hobbies and interests. This is where your introduction becomes more personal and interesting. People enjoy learning what others like to do. You can say things like, I enjoy reading books, I like playing cricket, or I love learning English. These sentences help others connect with you. When I meet new people, I often enjoy hearing about their hobbies. Sometimes we discover common interests. A simple hobby can start a long and enjoyable conversation. Another good thing to include is your goals or dreams. This is not always necessary, but it can make your introduction more memorable. For example, you can say, I want to become a doctor, or my goal is to speak English fluently. Sharing your goals helps people understand your ambitions and interests. I remember a student who always ended his introduction by saying, My dream is to travel around the world. People remembered him because he shared something meaningful about himself. Now let's put all these parts together. A simple self-introduction might sound like this. Hello everyone, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books and learning English. My goal is to become a successful teacher. Thank you. Notice how simple this introduction is. There are no difficult words. There are no complicated sentences. Yet it gives enough information for people to understand who you are. Many learners make the mistake of trying to memorize long introductions. They think a longer introduction is better. However, this is not always true. A short and clear introduction is often more effective than a long and confusing one. Another important tip is to speak slowly. When people get nervous, they often speak too fast. As a result, they make mistakes and forget words. Speaking slowly helps you stay calm and confident. I remember giving a presentation once. At the beginning, I felt nervous. I started speaking too quickly. Then I slowed down and focused on each sentence. Immediately, I felt more comfortable. The audience understood me better as well. Eye contact is also important. When introducing yourself, try to look at the people you are speaking to. This shows confidence and respect. You do not need to stare continuously. Simply look at people naturally while speaking. Your body language matters too. Stand straight, smile, keep a relaxed posture. Positive body language makes your introduction stronger and more confident. Practice is another key part of success. Do not wait until an important event to practice your introduction. Practice every day. Introduce yourself in front of a mirror. Record yourself speaking. Listen to your pronunciation. Small daily practice sessions can make a huge difference. I often tell English learners to practice their introduction at least 5 times every day. The more you repeat it, the more natural it becomes. Soon, you will not need to think about the words. They will come naturally. Remember that perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. Even if you make small mistakes, people will still understand you. The most important thing is to speak with confidence and keep improving. Every great speaker started with simple introductions. They learned one sentence at a time. They practiced regularly and became more comfortable speaking English. You can do exactly the same. By following this simple structure, greeting, name, location, occupation, hobbies, and goals, you can create a strong self-introduction that works in almost any situation. In the next chapter, we will learn how to introduce yourself confidently in everyday situations and discover practical examples you can use in real life. Chapter 3. Introducing yourself confidently in everyday situations. Many English learners know what they want to say, but they feel nervous when they actually speak. Their heart beats faster. Their hands feel uncomfortable. Sometimes they forget simple words. This is completely normal. Almost everyone feels nervous when speaking a new language. The good news is, confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something you build through practice. Every time you speak English, your confidence grows a little more. Every conversation makes you stronger. I remember meeting a young learner named Hassan. He knew many English words and understood English quite well. However, whenever he met a new person, he became very quiet. He worried about making mistakes. One day, he decided to challenge himself. He started introducing himself to one new person every week. At first, he felt nervous, but after several weeks, he became much more confident. The simple act of introducing himself helped him improve his speaking skills dramatically. One common situation where you may need to introduce yourself is at school or college. Imagine that you are entering a new class. The teacher asks you to introduce yourself in English. What should you do? First, take a deep breath and smile. Then speak slowly and clearly. You might say, "Hello everyone, my name is Ali. I am from Dera Ismail Khan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books and playing cricket. I am happy to be here. Thank you." This introduction is simple, clear, and effective. It gives enough information without becoming too long. Another common situation is meeting new friends. Maybe you join a club, attend an event, or meet someone online. In these situations, your introduction can be friendly and relaxed. For example, "Hi, my name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan. I enjoy learning English and watching football. It is nice to meet you." Notice how natural this sounds. You do not need complicated vocabulary. Simple English works very well. I remember attending a language learning group many years ago. Everyone had to introduce themselves. Some people used difficult words because they wanted to sound impressive. Others used simple English. Surprisingly, the simple introductions were often the most successful because everyone could understand them easily. Another important situation is a job interview. Many people feel nervous during interviews because they know the interviewer is evaluating them. One of the first questions is often, "Tell me about yourself." This question is really an invitation to introduce yourself. You can say, "Good morning. My name is Bilal. I am from Pakistan. I recently completed my studies in business administration. I enjoy working with people and learning new skills. I am excited about this opportunity and look forward to contributing to your organization." This type of introduction sounds professional and positive. Remember, interview introductions should focus more on your education, skills, and goals than on personal hobbies. Another situation where introductions are important is during online meetings. Today, many people attend virtual classes, workshops, and business meetings. Often, participants are asked to introduce themselves. A simple introduction might be, "Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. I'm from Pakistan. I work as a teacher. I enjoy helping students learn English. I am excited to join today's session." This introduction is short but informative. Now let's talk about confidence. Many learners believe confident people never feel nervous. This is not true. Even experienced speakers sometimes feel nervous. The difference is that they speak anyway. Confidence grows when you take action. Think about riding a bicycle. The first time may feel scary. You might worry about falling. But after practicing many times, riding becomes natural. Speaking English works the same way. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. One effective method is mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and introduce yourself every day. Look at your reflection and speak clearly. At first, it may feel strange, but after a few days, you will notice improvement. You will become more comfortable hearing your own voice. Another useful technique is recording yourself. Use your phone to record your introduction. Then listen carefully. Notice your pronunciation. Notice your speed. This helps you identify areas that need improvement. I use this method when learning a new language. Listening to my recordings helped me discover mistakes I did not notice while speaking. Over time, my pronunciation became much better. Body language also plays an important role. When introducing yourself, stand straight. Smile naturally. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Positive body language makes you appear more confident. Even if you feel nervous inside, good body language can help you look and feel more confident. Eye contact is another powerful tool. Looking at people while speaking shows confidence and sincerity. You do not need perfect eye contact. Simply look at people naturally as you talk. Another important tip is to focus on communication, not perfection. Many learners become stuck because they want every sentence to be perfect. As a result, they hesitate and lose confidence. Remember, making mistakes is normal. Native speakers make mistakes too. The goal is not perfection. The goal is communication. If you forget a word, do not panic. Continue speaking. Use other words. Keep the conversation moving. I once forgot an important word during a presentation. Instead of stopping completely, I explained the idea using different words. The audience understood me perfectly. That experience taught me that communication is more important than perfect vocabulary. Practice also helps reduce fear. The more situations you experience, the more comfortable you become. Introduce yourself to classmates, friends, coworkers, or language partners. Every introduction is valuable practice. Try creating several versions of your introduction. Make a short version for casual conversations. Make a longer version for interviews. Make another version for professional meetings. This flexibility helps you adapt to different situations. Most importantly, believe that improvement is possible. Every confident English speaker was once a beginner. They learned one sentence at a time. They practiced regularly. They made mistakes and learned from them. You can do exactly the same. Every introduction is an opportunity to grow. Every conversation is a chance to improve. The more you practice, the more natural English will feel. In the next chapter, we will learn useful English sentences and expressions that you can use when introducing yourself in different situations. Chapter 4. Useful English sentences for introducing yourself. Many English learners know basic grammar, but they often do not know which sentences to use in real conversations. They wonder, what should I say first? Or, how do I continue my introduction? The good news is that there are many simple sentences that work in almost every situation. Let's start with greetings. A greeting is the first thing people hear when you speak. A friendly greeting creates a positive first impression. You can use sentences like, hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Hi, nice to meet you. These greetings are simple and easy to remember. You can use them in school, at work, during meetings, or when meeting new friends. I remember attending a workshop where everyone had to introduce themselves. Some people started speaking immediately without greeting anyone. Others began with a warm greeting and a smile. The people who greeted the audience seemed more confident and friendly. A simple greeting can make a big difference. After greeting people, the next step is introducing your name. Here are some useful sentences. My name is Ahmed. I am Ahmed. My full name is Ahmed Khan. You can call me Ahmed. I would like to introduce myself. These sentences are commonly used in both formal and informal situations. Now let's talk about where you are from. You can say, I am from Pakistan. I come from Pakistan. I live in Dera Ismail Khan. I was born in Lahore. My hometown is Karachi. These sentences help people learn about your background and where you come from. I once met a traveler from another country. The first thing he asked me was where I was from. This simple question started a long conversation about our cities, cultures, and experiences. Sometimes one simple sentence can lead to a meaningful discussion. Next, let's talk about your occupation or studies. If you are a student, you can say, I am a student. I study at college. I am studying English. I am in my final year of school. If you work, you can say, I am a teacher. I work as an engineer. I am a businessman. I work in a hospital. I work for a private company. These sentences help others understand what you do in your daily life. Another important part of an introduction is talking about your hobbies and interests. You can say, I enjoy reading books. I like playing cricket. I love listening to music. My hobby is gardening. I enjoy watching movies. I like learning new languages. I enjoy spending time with my family. Hobbies make your introduction more interesting because they show your personality. I remember meeting a man at an English-speaking club. During his introduction, he mentioned that he loved photography. Several people in the room also enjoyed photography. After the meeting, they continued talking and became friends. A simple hobby helped create a connection. Now let's learn some sentences about goals and dreams. You can say, my goal is to speak English fluently. I want to become a doctor. I hope to start my own business. My dream is to travel around the world. I want to improve my communication skills. Talking about your goals helps others understand your ambitions and interests. Another useful part of an introduction is describing your personality. You can say, I am a friendly person. I am hardworking. I am honest and responsible. I am eager to learn new things. I enjoy helping others. These sentences are especially useful in interviews and professional situations. Let's now look at a complete introduction using many of these sentences. Hello everyone, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan and I live in Dera Ismail Khan. I am a college student. I enjoy reading books, learning English, and playing cricket. I am a hardworking person who loves learning new things. My goal is to become fluent in English and build a successful career. Thank you. Notice how natural and simple this introduction sounds. It includes all the important information without being too long. For job interviews, you can use slightly more professional language. For example, good morning. My name is Bilal. I am from Pakistan. I recently completed my degree in business administration. I am hardworking, motivated, and eager to learn. I enjoy working with people and solving problems. I am excited about this opportunity and look forward to contributing to your team. This introduction creates a professional impression. For classroom introductions, you can keep things simple. For example, hello everyone, my name is Sarah. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books and learning English. I am happy to be part of this class. Thank you. Simple introductions often work best. One mistake many learners make is memorizing long introductions word for word. When they forget one sentence, they become confused and stop speaking. Instead, learn useful sentence patterns, then mix and match them according to the situation. Think of these sentences as building blocks. You can combine them in different ways to create many unique introductions. Practice is very important. Choose 5 or 6 sentences and repeat them every day. Speak them aloud. Use them when meeting new people. Record yourself saying them. The more you use these sentences, the more natural they will become. I often tell learners that fluency starts with simple sentences. You do not need difficult grammar to communicate effectively. You only need clear, useful sentences and the confidence to use them. Remember, every conversation begins with a few simple words. Those words can open doors to friendships, opportunities, and personal growth. Keep practicing these introduction sentences until they feel natural. Soon, introducing yourself in English will become easy and enjoyable. In the next chapter, we will learn how to introduce yourself in special situations, such as interviews, presentations, meetings, and public speaking events. Chapter 5. Introducing yourself in special situations. In daily life, not every introduction is the same. Sometimes you introduce yourself to a friend. Sometimes you introduce yourself in a classroom. Other times, you may need to introduce yourself during a job interview, a presentation, a business meeting, or a public event. Each situation is a little different. The good news is that once you understand the purpose of each situation, introducing yourself becomes much easier. Let's start with job interviews. Job interviews are often one of the most important situations where you need to introduce yourself. Many people become nervous because they want to make a good impression. Usually, the interviewer says something like, "Please tell me about yourself." When you hear this question, do not panic. This is simply an opportunity to introduce yourself. A good interview introduction might sound like this. Good morning. My name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan. I recently completed my degree in computer science. During my studies, I developed strong technical and communication skills. I enjoy learning new things and solving problems. I am excited about this opportunity and look forward to contributing to your organization. Notice that this introduction focuses on education, skills, and goals rather than personal hobbies. I remember a young man who attended an interview for his first job. He practiced his introduction every day for 2 weeks before the interview. When the interviewer asked him to introduce himself, he answered confidently. His preparation helped him feel calm and professional. The lesson is simple. Preparation creates confidence. Now let's talk about classroom introductions. Students often need to introduce themselves on the first day of class. This introduction should be friendly and simple. For example, "Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. I am from Pakistan. I am studying English because I want to improve my communication skills. I enjoy reading books and meeting new people. I am excited to learn with all of you." This type of introduction helps classmates learn about you and creates a positive atmosphere. I remember my first day in a language class. Everyone introduced themselves one by one. Some students were shy, while others spoke confidently. By the end of the introductions, we already felt more comfortable with each other. Next, let's discuss business meetings. Business introductions are usually more professional. People want to know your name, position, and role in the organization. For example, "Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bilal Khan. I work as a marketing manager. I have been working in this field for 5 years. I am pleased to be here today and look forward to working with all of you." This introduction is professional, respectful, and clear. In business settings, it is important to speak confidently and keep your introduction focused on your professional background. Another important situation is public speaking. Many people fear speaking in front of a large audience. Even experienced speakers sometimes feel nervous. However, a strong introduction helps you begin confidently. You might say, "Good evening, everyone. My name is Ali. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I am passionate about learning and personal development, and I am excited to share some ideas with you. This introduction helps establish a connection with the audience. I once attended a conference where a speaker began with a simple and warm introduction. He smiled, thanked the audience, and introduced himself clearly. Immediately, people felt comfortable listening to him. His introduction created a positive atmosphere for the rest of his presentation. Let's also talk about online meetings. Today, many people work and study online. During virtual meetings, participants are often asked to introduce themselves. A simple online introduction might be, "Hello everyone, my name is Fatima. I am joining from Pakistan. I work as a teacher and enjoy helping students improve their English skills. I am happy to be part of today's meeting." Notice how short and clear this introduction is. Online introductions should usually be brief because many people may need to introduce themselves. Another situation is networking events. Networking events are opportunities to meet new people and build professional relationships. In these situations, a confident introduction can help you create valuable connections. For example, "Hello, my name is Hassan. I work in information technology. I am interested in learning about new technologies and connecting with professionals in the industry. It is great to meet you." This introduction opens the door to further conversation. I remember attending a networking event where people exchanged ideas and experiences. The individuals who introduced themselves confidently found it easier to start conversations and build connections. Let's now discuss introducing yourself to new friends. This is usually the most relaxed type of introduction. You can simply say, "Hi, my name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan. I enjoy football, movies, and learning English. Nice to meet you." There is no need to sound formal. Just be friendly and natural. Another important situation is introducing yourself in an English-speaking club. These clubs are designed to help people practice English. Here, it is a good idea to share a little more information about yourself. For example, "Hello everyone, my name is Bilal. I am from Dara Ismail Khan. I have been learning English for 2 years. I joined this club to improve my speaking confidence and meet other English learners. I am excited to learn from all of you." This introduction shows your purpose for being there and encourages conversation. No matter what situation you are in, there are a few important rules to remember. First, smile when you introduce yourself. A smile makes you appear friendly and confident. Second, speak slowly and clearly. Many learners speak too fast when they are nervous. Third, maintain good posture. Stand or sit straight and look engaged. Fourth, make eye contact when appropriate. This shows confidence and respect. Fifth, focus on communication rather than perfection. Small mistakes are normal and do not prevent people from understanding you. Most importantly, remember that every introduction is an opportunity to practice. The more situations you experience, the more confident you become. Every professional speaker, successful employee, and fluent English speaker once started with a simple introduction. They improved through practice, patience, and persistence. You can do the same. In the next chapter, we will learn the most common mistakes people make when introducing themselves in English and how to avoid them. Chapter 6. Common mistakes when introducing yourself in English. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. Every English learner makes mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes and continue improving. I remember when I first started learning a new language. I made many mistakes. Sometimes I used the wrong words. Sometimes I forgot important information. Other times I spoke so quickly that nobody could understand me. But every mistake taught me something valuable. One of the most common mistakes is speaking too fast. Many learners become nervous when introducing themselves. Because of this nervousness, they start speaking very quickly. They rush through their sentences and often make mistakes. For example, instead of saying, "Hello, my name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan," they say everything so quickly that the listener struggles to understand. Speaking slowly is much better. When you slow down, you have more time to think. Your pronunciation becomes clearer. Your confidence also increases. Whenever you introduce yourself, remember to relax and speak at a comfortable pace. Another common mistake is trying to use difficult vocabulary. Many learners believe that using big words will make them sound more intelligent. As a result, they memorize complicated vocabulary that they do not fully understand. I once met a student who tried to use advanced words during every introduction. Sometimes he used the wrong word because he was not familiar with its meaning. His introduction became confusing. Simple English is often the best English. Instead of trying to impress people with difficult words, focus on being clear and natural. For example, my name is Ali. I am a student. I enjoy reading books. This sounds much better than using complicated words incorrectly. Another mistake is memorizing introductions word for word. Memorization can be helpful in the beginning, but relying completely on memorization can create problems. Imagine you memorize a 2-minute introduction perfectly. Then one day you forget one sentence. Suddenly you become confused and cannot continue. This happens because you memorized the exact words instead of understanding the structure. A better approach is to learn the main parts of an introduction: greeting, name, location, occupation, hobbies, goals. When you understand these parts, you can create different introductions naturally. Another common mistake is forgetting to smile. Your facial expression is an important part of communication. Sometimes learners become so focused on remembering their words that they forget to smile. A smile makes you appear friendly, confident, and approachable. I attended a seminar where two people gave similar introductions. One person smiled and appeared relaxed. The other looked nervous and serious. Even though their words were similar, the smiling speaker made a much stronger impression. A simple smile can change how people see you. Another mistake is providing too much information. Some learners think they must tell their entire life story during an introduction. They talk about their childhood, family history, favorite foods, future plans, and many other details. As a result, their introduction becomes too long. Remember, an introduction should be clear and concise. Give enough information for people to know who you are, but do not overwhelm them with unnecessary details. A short introduction is usually more effective than a very long one. Another mistake is giving too little information. Some learners only say, "Hello, my name is Ahmed." Then they stop. This introduction is too short because it does not provide enough information. Try to include at least a few basic details about yourself. For example, "Hello, my name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan. I am a student and I enjoy learning English." This gives people a better understanding of who you are. Another common mistake is poor pronunciation. Sometimes learners know the correct words, but pronounce them incorrectly. This can make communication difficult. The solution is practice. Listen to native speakers. Watch English videos. Repeat sentences aloud. Record your voice and listen carefully. The more you practice pronunciation, the easier it becomes. I used to record myself reading English passages. When I listened to the recordings, I noticed words that needed improvement. This simple habit helped me become a better speaker. Another mistake is avoiding eye contact. Many learners look at the floor or look away while speaking because they feel nervous. However, avoiding eye contact can make you appear less confident. You do not need to stare at people continuously. Simply look at them naturally while speaking. This creates a stronger connection and shows confidence. Another mistake is focusing too much on mistakes. Some learners become upset every time they make a small error. They stop speaking and apologize repeatedly. This interrupts the flow of communication. Remember, small mistakes are normal. Most people care more about understanding your message than hearing perfect grammar. If you make a mistake, simply continue speaking. Do not let one small error stop your entire introduction. I once gave a presentation and accidentally used the wrong word. Instead of stopping, I corrected myself and continued. The audience hardly noticed. This experience taught me that confidence is more important than perfection. Another mistake is comparing yourself to others. You may meet people who speak English better than you. You may hear someone give a perfect introduction and think, "I will never be that good." This kind of thinking is not helpful. Everyone learns at a different pace. Focus on your own progress. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to someone else. Every small improvement is a success. Another common mistake is not practicing regularly. Many learners only practice when they know they will need to introduce themselves. Then they wonder why they feel nervous. Confidence comes from regular practice. Practice introducing yourself every day. Speak in front of a mirror. Record your voice. Practice with friends. The more often you practice, the more natural your introduction becomes. Finally, one of the biggest mistakes is giving up too quickly. Some learners try a few times, make mistakes, and decide that English is too difficult. But learning any skill takes time. Every confident speaker was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker made mistakes during their learning journey. Success comes from persistence. Keep practicing. Keep learning. Keep improving. Every introduction you give makes you stronger and more confident. Remember, mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs that you are learning. Every mistake teaches a lesson and brings you one step closer to success. In the next and final chapter, we will learn a complete daily practice plan that will help you master self-introductions in English and speak with confidence in any situation. Chapter 7. The Daily Practice Plan to Master Self-Introductions in English. Now it is time to put everything together. In this chapter, I will share a simple daily practice plan that can help you master self-introductions in English. The best part is that you do not need hours of study every day. Even 15 to 20 minutes of focused practice can make a big difference. Many people think confidence comes naturally, but confidence is built through repetition and practice. The more you practice introducing yourself, the easier it becomes. One day, you will realize that you can introduce yourself without fear or hesitation. Let me tell you a story. I once met a student named Imran. He was very shy and nervous whenever he had to speak English. Even saying his name in English made him uncomfortable, but he decided to follow a simple daily practice routine. He practiced a little every day. After a few months, he could introduce himself confidently in front of a group of people. His success did not come from talent. It came from consistency. The first step in your daily practice routine is reading your introduction aloud. Spend 5 minutes reading a simple self-introduction every day. For example, Hello, my name is Ahmed. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books and learning English. My goal is to become fluent in English. Read it slowly and clearly. Pay attention to your pronunciation. Do not worry if it feels difficult at first. The goal is simply to become comfortable speaking English aloud. When I was learning languages, I read simple passages aloud every day. This helped me improve my pronunciation and speaking confidence. The second step is mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and introduce yourself. Look at yourself while speaking. Smile naturally. Practice making eye contact with your reflection. This may feel strange at first, but it is one of the most effective ways to build confidence.
Many successful speakers use mirror practice because it helps them become comfortable speaking in front of others. Spend about 5 minutes doing this exercise each day. The third step is recording yourself. Use your phone to record your introduction. Then, listen carefully. Notice your pronunciation. Notice your speaking speed. Notice any words that are difficult for you. When I first started recording myself, I was surprised by how different my voice sounded. But listening to recordings helped me identify mistakes and improve much faster. Do not be afraid to hear your own voice. The more you listen, the more you learn. The fourth step is expanding your introduction. Start with a short introduction, then add one new sentence every few days. For example, Week 1. Hello, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. Week 2. Hello, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. Week 3. Hello, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books. Week 4. Hello, my name is Ali. I am from Pakistan. I am a student. I enjoy reading books. My goal is to become fluent in English. By adding information gradually, you build confidence without feeling overwhelmed. Another important practice activity is learning useful vocabulary about yourself. Think about words related to your life. Learn words about your job. Learn words about your studies. Learn words about your hobbies. Learn words about your goals. For example, teacher, student, engineer, reading, football, traveling, learning, success. Practice using these words in simple sentences. The more personal vocabulary you know, the easier it becomes to talk about yourself. Another helpful exercise is answering common introduction questions. Ask yourself questions such as, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? What are your hobbies? What are your future goals? Answer these questions aloud every day. This exercise prepares you for real conversations. I used this technique often. It helped me respond more naturally when speaking with others. You should also practice introducing yourself in different situations. Create a school introduction. Create a job interview introduction. Create a business introduction. Create a friendly introduction. This flexibility helps you feel prepared for different situations. For example, a classroom introduction may focus on your studies. A job interview introduction may focus on your skills and experience. A friendly introduction may focus on hobbies and interests. Another important habit is listening to good examples. Watch English videos where people introduce themselves. Listen carefully to pronunciation and sentence structure. Repeat what you hear. Try to copy the rhythm and pronunciation. This method helps improve your speaking naturally. Remember that learning English is not only about speaking. Listening is equally important. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to track your progress. Keep a small notebook. Write down the date each time you practice. Write down new words you learn. Write down improvements you notice. For example, today I spoke more confidently. Today I learned 3 new words. Today my pronunciation improved. Tracking progress helps you see how far you have come. Sometimes learners feel like they are not improving because progress happens slowly. A notebook helps you recognize your achievements. Another important part of learning is celebrating small successes. Did you complete a week of practice? Celebrate it. Did you introduce yourself successfully to someone new? Celebrate it. Did you learn 10 new words? Celebrate it. Small victories keep you motivated. Most importantly, be patient with yourself. Do not expect perfection immediately. Learning English is a journey. Some days will feel easy. Other days will feel difficult. That is normal. Keep practicing. Keep learning. Keep moving forward. Remember that every confident English speaker started exactly where you are now. They learned 1 word at a time, 1 sentence at a time, 1 conversation at a time. And you can do the same. As we come to the end of this book, remember one important truth. Introducing yourself in English is not about using difficult words or perfect grammar. It is about sharing who you are with confidence and clarity. Start with simple sentences. Practice every day. Believe in yourself. And never be afraid to speak. Every introduction is a new opportunity. Every conversation is a new lesson. Every step brings you closer to fluency. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep speaking English with confidence. Your success begins with a simple introduction.